obvious. Get out of my way. What the hell?
Come on.
Am I recording? Yep, as a matter of fact I am. Why first off, why am I not full health? It's weird. Second, why am I on the horse?
Ow!
Sorry, lady. And third, welcome to more Witcher 3 content with your host Michael.
Well, Her Grace awaits inside.
Here at last. We lack only Damien now. I'm worried something might have happened to him.
Captain seems like a man who can take care of himself.
Perhaps he can, but this Cintrian appears to be no common bandit. He managed to steal ducal wine from under my guardsman's noses. We only learned of it through a fortunate coincidence. And it was he who specified the victims for the vampire. One must be exceptionally confident to blackmail such a monster.
True. Agreed.
Still don't know this Cintrian's behind the kidnapping and blackmail. Might have just handled the theft of the wine.
Even if it's so, he then sold the wine to the blackmailers. As I see it, that makes him an accomplice.
True again.
Need to find the Cintrian, whether or not he's responsible for the murders. Even if none of it's his doing, he could still know our blackmailer's identity. Besides, it's one thing to know who ordered the killings. Other thing entirely, and just as important, is why they... Someone's coming.
I like the camera work.
Captain, why so long? We expected you hours ago.
This Cintrian does not work alone. We are fighting an organization, not one man.
Obviously.
Bandits attacked us, not a small force either. One of my boys has a broken arm, another a shattered knee, lamed for life. And the word on the street is there's a hefty bounty on your head, Geralt.
Oh, they can come and get it. They can come and get it. Or they'll try to.
Used to it. Not the first time I've been hunted.
Must you always? Now, the port warehouse where the wine was delivered, we identified it, then learned who had hired it out. This proved to be a beggar, a stand-in. We found him. He admitted all. A man had paid him to sign the lease, a man he met while begging outside the pheasantry. There, fate lent us a hand. A waitress recalled spilling wine on a nobleman who spoke with a Cintrian accent.
What did he look like?
Her description was not helpful. Handsome, well-dressed, with a beard. No distinguishing marks. This could be anyone. But she remembered his female companion very well, as she recognized her. On the Cintrian's arm was Cecilia Bellant.
The singer? I've heard of her. She's said to be gifted. Fairy.
The same. We went to her home immediately. Cecilia was not there, but we questioned her servants. A chambermaid claimed Cecilia is to meet a Cintrian gentleman tonight. She'd invited him to a reception mounted by the Mandragora.
What's the Mandragora?
The Mandragora? What's that?
A club. An affiliation of local artists. Painters, sculptors, troubadours and dancers.
Never heard of it.
They exude mystique. Consciously, I think. Behaving like an exclusive cabal. Artistic elites. Every now and again they mount soirees. Only wealthy patrons are invited. All arrive in elaborate masks, then drink and flirt.
Gotta nab the Cintrian. Seems we have to go to that get-together.
You read my mind, Witcher. I shall gather my men, surround the establishment. Not a mouse will squeeze through.
I like
Out
this
of the
one.
question. If the Cintrian truly does have men about the city, he will find out and escape once again.
Duchess is right. Need to be careful. Best go there, blend in with the crowd.
precisely what we shall do.
We, Your Grace.
Geralt and I. In that sort of company, the Witcher could use my help.
Where's the event gonna be held?
The Mandragora always assembles at the same place, a residence in Oatville. It's a very distinguished district. Geralt, you must don appropriate attire. Then meet me in Oatville, in Mountebank Alley.
Sorry, mate. What I can do to you?
Double the patrol. Just in case.
Man from Sintra.
Audacious.
And move. Optional quote
Life
unquote.
in
I
Beauclair
can
can be
later
quite
consider
tough.
appropriate for the sorting.
It's always free.
Oh, she considers this appropriate,
Life
which
in
I must
Beauclair
agree.
can be quite dear.
Soon the sun will rise.
76 out of 160. Okay.
Space.
I'm not gonna sell this armor though. I like it. I'm gonna keep it. Must sell all the weapons though. Except for this one. No. That also is Y-hander. Nope. I like Iris the most, but it's kinda... It's actually not that under-leveled. But I'll rock the Y-hander for a while. A4, A1, 63, that needs to be changed. 90, 91, 82. Nah. You can only change the color of items belonging to your Witcher gear sets. Ah, bummer. You can use the preview option to see how an item will look after you apply a dye to it. To do this, select the dye, press E and select the item you wish to dye. Anytime you can use dye to remove or restore an item's original color. So there doesn't need to be timid. Very well. What? I wanted to dye the robe. I wanted to make the robe black or green. Right.
Rush at him, boys!
The hell was that about?
Didn't look like locals. Gideon's right. I'm a hunted man.
Better get more competent guys.
Oh!
Where am I going? The heck? Oh, so it's still here in the city, in Beauclair.
The gods partook of the wine as well.
Stocks and the whip await those running
Dark
riot.
secrets takes you from a fairy tale.
Nice tune.
Eat some fruit. I was about to say, where am I going? Then I found out.
Late. Why does that not surprise me?
Oh, well, you gotta freshen up. Take some time. Put makeup on. Try 100 different clothes.
Well, well. A witcher in a robe. I last saw attire like this years ago in Redania.
Inappropriate for this evening? Not a good fit?
It's a
It's
wonderful,
a wonderful
fit.
fit, but you're sure to stand out. No one wears such things around here. Not all bad. Nothing like a budding artist, of course, but... just one other detail. Here, put it on.
A mask?
All who attend the Mandragora soiree wear them. If you have one on, no one asks who you are.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go. Soiree started.
Mm-hmm. Wise of you to hide your weapons. They'd not have let us in otherwise, that's certain.
Fist is weapon too. I sure hope there's no audio mishaps like
find
the
this
previous
Cynthia?
video I
Have
posted.
you a plan?
Key is not to spook him. Need to ask after his partner, Cecilia, first. Less likely to raise suspicions. As soon as we find her, we find him. Especially since he might be expecting us.
What do you mean?
Ran into some of his thugs in town. Knew who I was. Had it in for me.
Right. Right you are. We must proceed with caution. Come, it's our turn.
Madame, Monsieur, an extraordinary pleasure to welcome you to the Mandragora's soiree. Tonight, I particularly recommend you direct your attention to the performances prepared by artists of our community.
I shall ask.
Tell us about these performances.
This evening, the Mandragora has the honor to present 3 superb displays of artistry. The first was a concert by Cecilia Belont, a singer whose voice, were it stone, would surely be a diamond. Sadly, Mademoiselle Cecilia has sung.
Shame. We would have loved to hear her.
Luckily, you are in time to see the great Calesti, a master of visual illusions, come to us from far off Afir.
Visual illusions. Interesting. And the third artist?
The third and fourth for the Ara duo are the Tuven brothers, presenting their newest pantomime.
We were really hoping to meet Cecilia Belont.
You are admirers, I surmise. I'm certain you will have ample opportunity to converse with her.
It cannot be easy to identify anyone in this crowd. Perhaps you could help us find her.
I don't know where she is now, but I can give you a clue.
Let's hear it.
Seek the Kaviri orchid.
Meaning?
Cecilia wears one in her hair. You shall recognize her easily by the orchid.
Well, well. Dandelion's always complaining about artists being poor as temple mice.
Not here. And it's kind
The residence belongs to none of them. They are guests here. Oriana, she owns this. Woman in the black dress. There, on the balcony.
Got her. Doesn't wear a mask?
It would be pointless. All would know her anyway.
Koviri Orchid. Let's look for it. If we find Cecilia, we'll find the Centrian.
no.
You must throw off the manacles of form. Venture beyond the bounds of cognition.
Greetings!
This is no.
Your voice has made city yourself to speak. It's a metaphor of the constant power.
It is irrelevant to the most ultimate meaning.
What else?
There we go. Optional.
If they can't agree,
Have you seen the Skellige Isles? Come, look in the Alps and fetch your own water first. Have you seen the Skellige Isles?
I have.
Have you seen the Skellige Isles? Greetings, Witcher.
my regards.
Is it?
How fares your health?
Consider yourself.
Greetings. Cecilia never should have performed. We wish to be alone. Please leave.
Come, let's look in the
As
Alps.
for that stipend, I'm sure you understand. There are a great many.
Look at the mage. I believe he's casting spells.
Yeah, we'll see.
Good health to you.
Greetings.
I don't understand what I'm supposed to do.
No. Perhaps yes.
Do you
No, I
read
don't know.
poetry, sir?
How do I take?
Queen's heart.
Ah, how beautiful. She ought to be in one of the Alps.
So, the morning after.
The dolphins. That is no ordinary illusion. The man is a true artist.
Impressive.
You look thirsty.
Do take care of
Thirsty.
Good to see you, Baron.
Did you say something? Blah, blah, blah. Affectations.
I don't know how to take part in
Council.
anything here.
Greetings,
My
Witcher.
regards.
Nothing's
My
working.
deepest regards.
Good to see you. Naught is nearly as fun as a
Oh, oh,
Do not disturb. Shoo, shoo.
It's the right flower.
Of course it is. A Koviri orchid lends just the right contrast to her complexion.
Need to talk to your model. It'll only take a minute.
To me?
Lie still. You may speak, but for love's sake, do not move.
Wow. Impressive portrait.
I know the style, the stroke. This is Dorian Villesse.
The gracious lady has heard of me.
I've heard Anna Henrietta herself wished you to paint her portrait once.
At one point, the palace chamberlain even wrote to me, but alas, ultimately refused my terms.
What was the matter?
When he learned I only ever paint nudes, he severed all contact. He said he would not dare offend her illustrious highness with such a proposition. I've always longed to paint her. Such a shame.
I think you may still get your chance.
you could go to Route 34.
We
You
came
find
here to
Puente
meet
there.
you, specifically.
To meet me? But
Don't go to
Why?
Route 34.
Centrian Noble you came here with.
Keep it.
Wanted to ask you about him.
Cintrian Noble. Ah! You must think I'm Cecilia.
Orchid confused me.
I told you not to move!
As she concluded her performance, Cecilia tossed the flower into the crowd. I caught it. But I did see the nobleman.
Really like to talk to him. What did he look like?
Like many here. Tall, dark, masked.
Know where he might be now?
He gave Cecilia a small gift. A heart-shaped box. Then they strolled off together towards the refreshment tables.
Excuse me, madame, monsieur, I cannot work like this. You must leave now!
The hell was they talking about? Okay, now
Greetings.
My regrets.
Go on, Geralt, be bold. Show us the artist in you. Have the paintballs. Cast them at the canvas. Good
My
health.
regards. Oh, good foe. Should you tire of these humans? Drop them in the cave.
Let's keep our wizards.
Should you tire of these humans? Drop them in the pail and grab a different event. Should you tire of these humans? Drop them in the pail and grab a different event.
Oh,
Splendid!
crap.
The sky over Toussaint before his storm.
Or a deeply internalized fear of intimacy.
I'm from Pain to the Duchess. And a move.
Full sensual hearted misery. Should you tire of these humans, drop them in the pail and grab a different event.
It's not a landscape, you pleb. It's a manifestation of the man's soul.
Voila! Now, allow me a moment to ponder. My appraisal? The painting depicts spiritual dualism. The continual battle between good and evil, and defiance.
Oh yes, that's him all right. Good versus evil. The dualistic nature of man.
And defiance.
And throwing paint.
It must be some great detail.
Do take care.
Exceptional.
Do take care.
Good to see
My
you.
perfect.
Lisp is but your own.
Absinthe. The preferred hooch of artists.
Careful, it packs a pretty powerful punch.
Built up a pretty powerful resistance.
Now I'm drunk.
We should walk past the tables. Perhaps they're still there. Let's look by the refreshments.
Okay, enough.
Someone left their loot behind. Looks a little like dandelions.
This was scratched. Someone beat it once.
Empty, heart-shaped box. Cecilia must have left it behind.
It looks like it held a flask of perfume. A gift from the Synthrian, I imagine.
Scent still hangs in the air. Let's follow it. Empty, heart-shaped box. Cecilia must have left it behind. A fist tag. Artist's way of numbing their existential pain.
I do not even wish to comment.
The hell?
Love letter penned on a napkin. Look,
I'm not reading that.
Let's not waste time.
Oh, this is abstract painting. Oh, we picked up.
empty, heart-shaped box.
Oh,
Cecilia must have left it behind.
It looks like it held a flask of perfume. A gift from the Synthrian, I imagine.
Scent still hangs in the air. Let's follow it.
you mean what I forward because it does not have the senses to do that.
True talent paints like the great power. He's a dance.
Ow! Sugar.
Aren't they even?
What are those noises and feels?
It's fine. Relax. Master Huvo is a generous patron and a truly wonderful man. It was thanks to him I had that exhibition in the park.
What did he does with
There's a very unfortunate bodyguard.
Sorry, only artists in the Mandragora allowed.
Come, we must consider what to do.
Beat the crap out of him.
I'd recognize that voice anywhere.
You must be mistaking me for someone else.
I served 15 years in the palace. Your Grace, I'd not mistake you for anyone.
Shh! Not so loud. We are here incognito, on state business.
Yes, Your Grace. How may I serve?
We will not beat the crap out of this guy. He seems like a nice dude.
I hope we can count on your discretion.
Of course. I shall be silent as the grave.
I'm glad I do not have to beat this guy up. He seems like a nice dude.
Looking for Cecilia Belland. Seen her?
She's in her dressing room, where she went with a nobleman. They clearly were drawn to each other.
What did the man look like?
Tall, broad-shouldered, a black beard peeping out from under his mask, and he spoke with a foreign accent, a drawl of sorts.
That must be him. We must get to the dressing room, quickly.
Yes, Your Grace. I'll take you.
No, stay here. Anyone tries to flee, you stop them.
Understood.
Quickly, upstairs.
Here? Nope. Here. Time to meet the Centurion.
That must be Cecilia.
No pulse. We're too late.
He slit her throat. The brute.
Didn't go out the door. Guard would have noticed. Might still be somewhere here.
Oh, someone's dying.
You must find him before he harms another. I shall alert Oriana. At once. She should bring her soiree to a close.
Shouldn't split up.
Geralt, I will be fine. Go after that rogue. I shall fetch help.
I do not need help, but you sure do.
Killed her, then went out on the balcony.
I get anything? Shit, still. Well, at least I can break the system.
Tore down the door. Made a platform. Clever. Must have climbed this ladder. Strong too.
Let's see how strong he is versus a Witcher.
Could still be here. Need to stay alert. Smashed mirror. Someone crashed into it hard, then sank to the floor. Bloodstains. Planks of a snapped chain. Jewel must have been on it. Planks of a snapped chain.
No.
Jewel must have been on it. Precious stone. Bloody fingerprint on it. Thief came for this. Must have. Tiny chain links next to it. From a snapped necklace. Seems there was a struggle.
Yeah.
Jewelry box. Lock's busted. Picked open, probably.
There we go. Extinguish the key.
Sconce is bent. Smeared with blood. Someone try to grab it. Looks valuable, but it's not what he came for.
Obviously I know where to go.
Hunting knife. Richly ornamented. Used during the fight, probably.
What's that?
Empty inkwell. Knocked over, turned toward the room.
Yeah, I already saw that.
Blood on the window frame. Someone climb out? Fall out? Jewel was in the box, it seems. Centurion tried to steal it, but someone got in his way. They fought, struggled, that's clear. Ended with one of them flying out the window. Fall had to have killed them. Jewel's still here, though, so our Centurion must have been the flyer.
So, this is the tracker. A witcher, yes?
Indeed, this is him. We found the body together. Then he set off in pursuit of the killer.
Thought we were gonna fight.
And ended up here, but I've only found evidence of a fight. Seems the Centurions killed his last. Finally failed this time. Shame it happened too late for Cecilia.
Poor girl. Always told her she chose her males badly. But I would never have suspected she could arrive with a murderer. I'll alert the staff. Have them see to her body at once. Meanwhile, we should sit. I will tell you everything, in full detail.
Already got some secrets.
I caught him red-handed, attempting to burgle, rifling through my possessions.
What did you do? Summon the guards?
There was no time. I feared he'd escape, refused to give him the chance. He stood with his back to me, so I attacked. He struck his head on a picture frame as we struggled. He was bleeding, dazed, and then he drew a knife. Everything happened very quickly then. I knocked the weapon out of his hand and pushed him hard. He
fell out of the window.
Just so.
Either this way is incredibly tough, or she's hiding something.
None too wise picking a fight with an armed robber.
Why? Because I'm a woman, in a frock rather than plate. I can take care of myself, I assure you. A hairpin might look like mere ornament, but plunged into an eye, it can be as effective as a blade.
Interesting.
Claim the man was trying to rob you when you walked into the room?
Yes. He stood over my dressing table, pouring through my jewelry.
After this is my guess. Picked it up while searching.
Why, that's the heart of Toussaint. Oriana, how did you ever come to have it?
I bought it, many years ago, from a young woman.
No. We've expanded over choices.
Jewel seems important. Why?
The heart is an heirloom. It belonged to my family for years. Then it disappeared. I didn't think we would ever recover it.
Seems someone is very determined to find it. The thief left his tool bag behind. Found this drawing inside it. Look.
The heart of Toussaint. Representation's pretty faithful. Centurion must have been on a job. Got very clear instructions what to look for.
So it is not him we seek, but his employer. Is this the only evidence we found?
Also happened on the weapon he attacked Oriana with. Hunting knife. Used to skin game. Got an emblem on its hilt.
This crest is used by the Lords of Duntine. The present master of the castle is a passionate hunter. Our next lead, perhaps.
Possibly.
Duntine. Remember the place. Abandoned ruin just a few years ago.
More recently, the family's last heir, Roderick, returned to his ancestral seat and restored the castle.
Know any more about this Roderick?
His grandfather was an advisor to Queen Ademarta. The family received those lands as a grant for his service. Roderick is quite the recluse. He avoids society, preferring the company of a small team of knights, though the latter term is imprecise, as they seem more akin to vandals with crests on their shields.
Oriana, everything we discussed here, hope you'll keep it to yourself. Counting on it, in fact. Word gets out he, failed in his attempt to steal the jewel. His employer could run. We need to proceed cautiously.
Discretion is in the interest of us all. I'll not ask what this is about, just as I expect not to be troubled about it again. By anyone.
Forgive me, Madam Oriana, but might I have a word?
You must excuse me a moment.
Oriana, any thoughts?
Few make me feel awkward, but in her presence, I sense anxiety, discomfort.
The drawing. It's on the same type of paper the victims' names were written on. Drawn with the same ink, too. Seems the work of our blackmailers.
No,
They were not
change-
only behind the
change
beast's
seats.
murders, but also stole the Son Real and sought to steal the heart of Toussaint.
Look, the wine, the jewel, both tied to you intrinsically. Coincidence? Not something I'm willing to believe. Worried about one thing. That somewhere at the end of this scheme, plan might call for an attempt on your life.
The worst
It
victim.
could be something else altogether.
Don't bet on it, Wade.
My sister, Siana, might be among the schemers.
Do you not think
She
to...
left court when we were children. My parents banished her from the duchy. I've not seen her since.
Do you not think to mention this sooner?
What did your sister do to get banished?
Siana was cursed.
Parents run afoul of some mage?
No. She was born at an inopportune moment. They said she was touched by the curse of the Black Sun. Geralt, is it true? Can an individual be evil because they were born during the wrong lunar phase?
No.
Could be the case. Could also be
What?
because they were treated like lepers from birth. Isolated, prodded, ostracized.
More
Couldn't
likely.
have had it easy, Siana.
She was angry at the whole world.
Wonder why?
She felt inferior, felt pain, though she masked this with confidence, arrogance even. She could also be cruel at times.
So
I
can
recall
you?
one such situation. She persuaded Cedric the Coolbird that she could see the future in her dreams. We were children, and Cedric's brother was smitten with me. It was an innocent childhood crush. Siana knew of it. She told Cedric of a dream she had had, that he would die at the hands of his own brother. Cedric stole his father's sword and killed his brother. She destroyed 2 lives with a prank. Cedric mourns to this day.
Oh,
In the end,
Sienna's
they
no saint.
forced her to leave the palace. A decade passed. More. I've missed her terribly since.
Think your sister might be involved? Why?
You see, I recall her always being rather possessive, throwing jealous fits if I had something she didn't.
Here, that's normal for sisters. Rivalry.
True. I suppose I gave as good as I got. There are times I miss that very much. The wine, its theft, was the first clue. That's very much like her. She always did enjoy stealing my toys, but I grew almost certain when I saw the heart of Toussaint. Siana received it from father as a gift. At a time when my parents thought of her as but an ill-behaved little girl, someone wanted some of my wine. The same someone ordered our family jewels stolen, or recovered. It's my sister. It must be.
A fallen princess satisfying whims, going after lost luxuries? Could be right.
Could be.
Your mission has gained new import. You must go to Duntine, and if Siana is there, you must find her. No matter what she did, she is not to be harmed in any way, shape, or form. You must make sure of that.
I cannot promise anything.
Can't guarantee her safety, unfortunately. Especially if she's one of those responsible for these crimes.
Witcher, that was not a request.
Your Grace, Geralt, I'd like to introduce...
Regis! What a surprise! I had no idea you were in Beauclair. And this is...
My very dear friend, Detlef van der Eretain, an arrival from Nazaire.
We are lending our combined resources to the Witch's Hunt.
Ah, yes.
The beast.
Splendid. But why are you here at Oriana's?
They came to pay me a surprise visit, so I invited Regis in for a glass of wine. We've known each other for... ages. Literally. Witcher, I hear you know Regis too. Even that you are friends.
Few I can rely on like I can on Regis. Kinda hoping he thinks the same of me.
Curious. It seems opposites really do attract.
Don't be fooled, dear. Geralt has many merits. He merely hides them from the world very diligently.
You said you're both aiding him with his contract. It involves the Beast of Beauclair, I suspect. Master Witcher, maybe you could satisfy my curiosity. What's it like going toe-to-toe with a monster, knowing you've only two options, to kill or be killed?
Despite what you might have heard, I don't lunge at every monster I see sword in hand. Talking gets the job done for some.
I wonder what a monster might have to say to you.
It might want to apologize.
My word. For what might a monster wish to apologize to a witcher?
For killing. Though at times there is no choice, when loved ones are at risk and require protection.
Same as humans. Put them in that situation, they'll kill too.
You understand this. It must be why you and Regis are friends. If I understand you correctly, you would rather help a monster than kill it.
If it could be
If
helped.
possible, yeah. Or at least try.
Enough about the Witcher trade for now. Regis mentioned you come from Nazaire. I spent time there as a child.
Fond memories?
It was wonderful. I was positively entranced by the land's fashions. Deep-cut dresses I found most fascinating.
I believe we're running short on wine. I should go to the cellar, bring another bottle.
Let me go. Wanna help Regis? Know your wine a lot better than I know mine.
We shall return forthwith. An exceptional conversation, don't you think? Vampires, a witcher, and the Duchess of Toussaint? My.
Highly exceptional, Regis. Wanted to talk to you in private. You crazy bringing Detlef here?
Geralt, allow me to explain.
No, let me explain. He's dangerous, and you were gonna watch him.
But that is
watch him just
precisely what
fine.
I'm doing. Detlef believes you'll succeed in your task, and he'll not need to kill anymore. That is, not until he gets his hands on the men who kidnapped his Renner.
Oriana, she really your friend? Can she be trusted?
I met her years ago, before I met you, and before she settled in Beauclair. We'd not seen one another in... I can't begin to tell you in how long. But I shall tell you all about her some other day.
I'm not gonna
Now
go
listen
with the
close.
third one.
Managed to learn where the blackmailers are. They're based at Duntine Castle.
That's splendid news. If they are there, Renner must be there as well.
Duchess expects we'll find her long-lost sister there too. Thing is, she might be involved. Could be behind the blackmailing.
Do you mean to say your task now is to extract 2 women from the castle?
Mean to say we can't breathe a word of this to Detlef, who wants revenge above all else.
Geralt, you must trust me. I've got a way with...
No, Regis. Can't risk it. Gotta keep Detlef here while I go to Duntine.
Alone?
Alone. That way I can make sure neither woman will come to any harm.
I hope you know what you're doing. Fine. I shall see to Detlef. Good luck, my friend.
We're gonna go tell the Duchess we're off.
Splendidly, Detlef. Ah, I'm grateful you brought back those memories. You're back. It took you long enough.
Contrary to what common folk believe, choosing a wine is not nearly as easy as it might seem. especially a wine to be served to two exquisite ladies.
Regis, gallant as ever. I regret all the more that I shan't finish the second bottle with you. Duty calls.
Your Grace, always a pleasure.
I thank you for your help. It's been invaluable. Geralt, will you see me out? You have exceptional friends. This Detlef, an intriguing man to say the least.
Didn't expect the evening to end like this.
Neither did I. But I have not drawn you out for a romantic stroll. I wish to make certain you know what you are to do.
Gotta go to Duntine.
I've decided my guardsmen will support you. You will meet them at Count de la Croix Mill. It stands along the San Retour River, near the Cockatrice Inn. Captain de la Tour and his men will await you there at midnight. You shall storm the castle together.
Not the brightest of ideas. Would rather go alone. Okay. What's making that click? Tough ass shirtless guy.
Squeezing lungs. A real witch.
Another murder by the horrid beast! Milton the...
Where is... That's my horse. Where's my stash? The hell was it? No. Oh. Well, I can make a quick detour.
Falls victim to his own cowardice. The beast of Beauclair has struck again.
No, he is not. What the fuck? What's with the rapid leveling up? Oh, why not? Oops. What did I even cast? I'm sorry, everyone. I'm sorry. What? I casted Jordan. That's the time to... No fast traveling will be done in this expansion or this area. It's way too beautiful to not enjoy the view as much as possible. What? I can't get out? Seriously? I feel this water is a bit unnaturally blue. Looks like antifreeze or something. What do you mean you can? First we go to Coro Bianco.
Wine is better than stew.
Wine is better than stew. Am I here? Yep. Nope. No. Was the stash upstairs? Nope.
How might I be of service, sir?
Starting to really like this place. Maybe we should keep going, refurbish some more. What do you think, BB?
As you wish, sir. Shall we see to the house or the grounds this time?
The house.
Been thinking about the outer walls. Maybe a fresh coat of paint or some patching.
If I might dare to make a suggestion, why not start with a general... not only...
It's in your hands then. Make the place shine.
I shall get to work immediately. Within a day's passing, I shall have sent for the crew which rebuffed the Admiral's residence. They are the finest specialists around. Highly skilled at what they do, it shall not take them too long, I wager. 2 days after they begin, your eyes will behold your residence in its refurbished, rejuvenated, beautified state. Is there anything else you require, sir?
I do, but I do not have the
That's
money.
all for now, BB. Thanks.
Where's my stash?
I do not know how I will ever repay you, Witcher.
Oh, is the...
Don't expect to be paid. Hope you're feeling better, that's all.
Oh, yes, I feel my strength returning thanks chiefly to Barnabas Basil's care.
Horrible ordeal you endured. Glad I cut it short.
Yes, years of suffering. You know what was worse than the hunger? Watching my loved ones, my children grow old and die. All my family's long gone now. The last of my kin perished decades past. I fear I've nowhere to go.
This is a big house, big estate. You can stay here.
Truly? I could never infringe so on your hospitality. Yet...
Yeah?
After all I've suffered, the years of starvation, I've but one dream. At last to prepare food that fortifies, nourishes, to delight in the tastes and smells of spices, to sit at one table with others and eat.
Don't see a problem if that's your dream. You could help Barnabas Basil in the kitchen. Eating his meals. You know he's not a culinary virtuoso.
Nothing could make me happier. Thank you.
No, thank you. House could use a woman's touch.
I've one other thing I'd like to tell you. Many years ago, my father assembled valuables for my dowry. I never wed, so they remained unclaimed. These baubles are no use to me now, but to you, well, perhaps let them be a token of my gratitude. If you wish to find them, you must go to my old home, to Trastamara. The dowry lies hidden in a barrel in the cellar. There are several barrels. You must give each a knock until you find the right one.
Do just that. Thanks.
Take
See you
care for
later.
now.
Take care, Witcher. And remember, you always have warm food awaiting your return.
Oh, what? I've done everything but prove my valor. No, don't do that. And then I claim the sword. Now if I can only find my body stash. Oh, there it is. No need for that to take space in the inventory. Like you can't place the Fogwood trophy anywhere. Off with it. What's that? All of these are getting sold. Okay, let's go.
We could use one around here, full time.
What the hell are you people doing in my estate?
Our knights errant? They're so heroic, we have to summon a witcher to do their work.
Come on, Roach.
Come on.
What? You are nearing a turning point in the story. After this, you will no longer be able to finish certain side quests. Save your game before continuing.
Not so fast, Roach.
Can I... As long as this doesn't fail, which it won't, but yeah, only a chance to prove my valor, and we go get Aaron died.
Come on.
Alas, time to end the video. Until next time.